ladies, I saw a few of you come in. So welcome, Rebecca and Gretchen and Cindy P and Misty, Tish and Charlie and Carla. Unmute and say hello.
Hey.
Hey. I was thinking you were going to be on today.
I set my alarm. I was getting dressed. I'm like, oh, I gotta hurry. I'm a minute waiting.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting you're talking about, and I put it in the notes. I'm drinking a beet kvass right now. And you were talking about how the cleansing of the liver. And I'm like, okay, those words are too close to each other.
Well, and I think the actual pronunciation of that is kvass. Kvass, like emphasize. And I'm like, oh, wow, there's a whole lot there you could say about that, because when you're angry, right? Don't we become
horses kvass?
Yeah, kvass.
Yeah, but I thought it was really cool that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm drinking like I had made this, and it's for anybody who's interested. You just do like, I have like 3 medium-sized beets. Wash them, but not like, don't scrub super hard. Just wash all the stuff out. Hopefully you get an organic one that you just get the dirt off of it. I don't know how you do. And I just put it in a big glass mason thing. I have an old one, that thing that goes, has the glass lid, the old timey one. I put it there.
Yeah.
But and then you just you're supposed to sit it outside for 2 days, and you can start telling it starts fermenting.
Yep.
And then I put it in the refrigerator, and this one's probably about 2 weeks old in the refrigerator, like put in the back. And now I was like, oh gosh, I got to drink this. I forgot about it, but it just gets better. So it's that. And I love sparkling water. So I have it sparkling water with a lime. Ooh. And all of us are drinking it because we've gone through this crud, right?
Yeah.
And just another way to, cleanse the liver.
Cleanse the liver. You're doing
Cleanse the liver, make some blood. So you're some more oxygen bearing capacity on your blood. Mm-hmm. Those red blood cells. And
you didn't even know I was going to be talking about that today.
I had no clue. And I'm like, I'll drinking my little kvass. So
I love beet kvass. We can buy the beet juice in the stores and stuff, but there's so much sugar. This is such a better way to go. Yeah. Definitely. Anybody else like kvass, beet kvass? There's other kvasses too. I'll have to get my Nourishing Traditions out and see, because there's other ones. It's been a while since I've made them, but thanks for encouraging me. I may have to do that today.
I've never tried it. I'm going to have to try that.
Oh yeah, it's good. And beets are good for so many reasons. Like
pour it in a smoothie. Like that's what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I'm just going to make for lunch. We'll have a smoothie, but yeah. We've been fasting, on Mondays, doing that kid fast, and praying for our kids and grandkids. And I never thought to diffuse oils. I mean, I just got my order came in today, like yesterday yesterday or Friday. And so I was just like, okay, Motivate is my day today. Yeah. So, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, when I'm fasting, I can make myself even a roller bottle that I'm, just part of the process. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And exfoliants.
Well, Charlie, with making a roller ball too, you can roll that on your feet or your stomach, your belly, to help with that support, and all good things.
It's good.
You can also use that beet water in your hair. It gives you a real nice red tint to your hair.
Cool. I'm so going to try that.
I mean, why not, right?
I used to have when my
a lot of money for this red tint. So could have got it for free. Could have got it with kvass water.
Right. When my kids were young, I used to have my hair done, and I had it like mahogany. And then red put on it. It was so pretty.
Oh, I bet you in the sun it was like
yeah. And he did such a good job. Like he was really, really good. But then I started getting grays, and my daughter was like, Mom, gray hair is your crown. And I'm like, oh, you're right. don't dye your hair, Mom. I'm like, okay.
Your hair is so pretty gray too. You were here this summer, and I was trying so hard, but mine's not pretty. It's like weird looking still. So I was like, just color it to like a little more, and then I'll.
Well, thanks.
Go great. Yeah, yours looks amazing.
Well, thanks. It's like silver strands throughout.
Looks pretty. Wisdom highlights.
Yeah, there you go. I'm growing up, Charlie.
We just,
Yeah. Yeah, we got to grow up. Yeah, I enjoyed reading about Dan and So anybody else have questions about any of the liver support? So I do want to say, last month we did the Hanukkah, and I was encouraged by a couple of people to put that into an ebook. So that's in the process. I'm hoping to get it uploaded tonight onto my site. So you all are welcome to go there and get it, DebbieFrenick.com. My editor has been very kind. She messaged me back and she said, okay, there's some here, which some of it was expanding upon things. But when I told her that it's actually going to become a meditation, and every night of Hanukkah meditation, she's like, oh, yes, I see that, because it sounds like a guided meditation. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So y'all can look for that tonight. I will post it in the Rooted Cafe, or the Cafe Girls, and then on Rooted Cafe as well. So be sure to check back for that. But I'm hoping to get that done and finished today. So, and also I do have a fast that I've put together for when the 10th of Tevet is coming. So if you all want to join me in that, just send me a text. You got my text number up here. Send me a text that you'd like that, because I think after the holidays and stuff, and because it is the 10th of Tevet, all about fasting, it's going to be good.
Okay, I know I came in late. What is the importance of the 10th of Tevet?
So the 10th of Tevet is when it's in the Hebrew month of Tevet. It's the fast day in Jerusalem. It is a minor feast or fast because it's only observed between dawn and nightfall. And it's because it's the morning of the siege of Jerusalem by Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And, I was saying earlier too that, I do like, this is not one of the fasts that is listed in Zechariah or Ezekiel or Jeremiah, but, or is it? Wait a minute. It is listed. Did I say that wrong? I think
yes, it is listed. I just read it.
Yeah, it is listed. Thank you.
I didn't know about him mentioning all these fasts, and it's amazing to me.
Yeah. But it's not like Yom Kippur, it's not like one of those, because it's a minor fast, but we are still, it's talked about. So why not? And because we are gathering with our brother Judah, who does observe some of these or these fasts, why not? I think there's a certain aspect that the Father comes in and says, hey, when we fast, but then when we fast with our brothers and sisters, like, wow, I just think it's really good. So, well, and we don't have to be scared of it. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, I need to say goodbye. My little friend here that I'm puppy sitting for is so needy.
What's its name?
Her name is Shay.
Hi, Shay.
Yeah, she is a lemon pocket beetle.
She's sweet.
She is spoiled.
Yeah, she looks like it.
Any imagination, she is so spoiled.
Aw,
but yeah, cute. So she is, going nuts. So you ladies have a wonderful day, and I love you all dearly.
You too. Love you, Cindy.
Bye.
Bye.
I was going to say, Debbie, this was perfect for me today because I was literally laying in bed last night and I was telling my husband, okay, I'm going to focus on cleansing my liver and draining my lymph system. And so this was absolutely perfect for me today.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. And so one of the things I'm going to tell, it's in my book that I have for actual fasting, but some people say, start with this when you start a fast, start with that. I personally like to start with cleansing the colon, because if we don't cleanse the colon first, and then we start trying to dump all this stuff that we're trying to get rid of in there, it's going to sit. And that is not good. So, yeah, that is the first step in my program of helping to cleanse our colon, and then going into the other organs to help cleanse them and support them while you're cleansing them, because that's important. We can support our bodies as we're cleansing. There's also an element of parasite cleansing in there, because that is something that we deal with. If we eat fruits and vegetables, if we eat meat, if we eat fish, there's a chance of those things. And so that's an element of my fast that I like to incorporate as well.
I'm interested in that because I know we've all, from the university, those of you who know me know.
Yes.
If you're ever look at the university, then you know that there's people talking all the time about these parasite cleanses and how these crazy stuff's coming out of the body. And my understanding, and I don't know that I have not fact checked this, but I'll ask you this question, is we're kind of one of the only cultures here that don't do at least a seasonal parasite cleanse.
So you know what? You're right. But we used to. History has shown that, when COVID came out and it was the ivermectin, and everybody was like, oh, we got to take ivermectin. And then there's the other people that say, no, oh my gosh, no. Well, ivermectin is basically like a parasite cleanse, right? Well, back in the day when kids would go to school, now I'm talking 50, 70 years ago, before they went to school, the parents, the mom, would give them some cleansing materials to help cleanse the parasites. And then they would do it again in the winter.
Huh.
Yeah. So twice a year.
Now my mom thought if you were sniffling, you needed an enema. Not kidding. My mother, bless her heart, God, may her for a blessed memory.
Yes.
Yeah, she thought an enema fixed you of everything. So.
Mm-hmm. And there's some people today that, and coffee enemas.
Yeah.
I'm not talking regular coffee. I'm talking they have some special kind of coffee.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah.
But
it was,
She thought
that cured you of everything. You're depressed, you need an enema.
Yeah. Well, and it does. So, with that, so coffee helps to get rid of, right? If you drink coffee in the morning, it helps you go to the bathroom. How many people tell me that? Yeah, I drink coffee because it helps me go to the bathroom, not just for the energy of it. Well, coffee in the other sense, it helps to kind of expand and then absorb and get that flow moving. So people swear by it. And I've done them in the past. I mean, I've, been on this walk a long time. I still have some coffee in my cupboard, that may be something I incorporate into this. Now, when I incorporate things into the fast, like, I encourage prayer. What part of it, you can do the whole thing. You can pick some elements that, according to your body and what you're experiencing, you may or may not do, because maybe you've already done a parasite cleanse last month And well, I don't need that right now, you know? Yeah, Dr. Kellogg is colonics and health. So, you know, there's going to be different aspects of the cleanse that maybe you're not ready for, like a coffee enema. It's okay. There's other ways.
Debbie, I'll mention, and, you know, jump in here and correct me if there's anything needs corrected, but the flushing of the colon before a detox, I think like organic apple juice for 5 days before, and some warm prunes each morning, and the full moon, the parasites in our guts wake up during the full moon. And so like trying to do that, you know, watching the calendar to know when to get ready. And then, you know, they'll evacuate if they're alive and active, you know, during the full moon, try and time it around that.
You're exactly right.
And I think about the kids in the past, a lot of barefoot walkers. You know, I'm a barefoot walker, but a lot of times those parasites, you know, I remember my oldest son getting pinworms from the sandbox, you know, just sitting and playing in the sand and stuff. But yeah, maybe back in those days, moms would do that.
Wasn't the Rockefellers, I think that was a big thing for them, as they provided shoes to all the children, like especially the Black children in the South, because they were all getting so many parasites because they were barefoot. So they put shoes on all of them so that they would, and they stopped having those parasites, because they do burrow up through your feet.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still a barefoot girl though.
I know, me too. Well, you know, there's that, because the grounding aspect of walking without shoes is so good for us. But then we put shoes on because we don't want to get the parasites. So yeah, it's a balance. And
it's like a yes and yes.
Yes and a yes. Yes. So the new moon starts the end of this week, right? So that is when, personally, I would like to begin the cleanse, because like you mentioned, Tish, that is a huge reason. When we begin a cleanse, you know, we start with the colon, clean it out. Doesn't take that long, right? With drinking the apple juice, with eating the prunes, to help with that. Then we go into more of the parasite. We start that parasite cleanse leading up to the full moon, because the waxing full moon, that means it's going bigger. It's getting bigger, going to the full moon. That is drawing. Think of the tides, think of the plants that grow up, right? Farmer's Almanac, whether you like it or not. They kind of talk about, you know, planting crops according to the moon and stuff. Well, crops that grow up like tomatoes, that's when they would plant them, the beginning of like the new moon. And then they would germinate and begin growing. So anyway, that goes into a whole nother thing. So that's when I like to start a parasite cleanse, because all those little things are now, like you said, beginning to hatch and become alive. So let's get rid of them. You could start the parasite part of the cleanse like the 27th, 26th, because we're coming into that new moon. So you've got some good days, because a typical parasite cleanse, I mean, I've done different ones, 10 days, I've done 21 days. So, and then doing it again to help with the ones we didn't get the first time. Make sense? What do you think, Trish? Is that what you've learned too?
Yes. Yeah. That's in the same ballpark. Exactly.
Yeah. So let me know. You guys have my number. Copy it down. Let me know if you want to begin that cleanse later this week. I know we're still going to be in the Hanukkah and the festivities of the season, but there's things that we can do, foods we can start eating, foods we can eliminate, to start that journey. Okay.
Is there anything specific that you recommend for a parasite cleanse? Like,
yeah. I have done different ones, but I've been a fan of Dr. Hilda Clark for years. And so she, I think, is one of she has such a good program, and it's clove. Let me get it right. Clove and wormwood. And then there's one other element of it. Let me see.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
Black walnut?
Black walnut. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's just, there's drinks that you can begin drinking, all to just begin that journey of cleansing out. And there's a really good liver cleanse, gallbladder. So
I know they say if you eat like raw pumpkin seeds every day, that's supposed to help with parasites.
Yep, pumpkin seeds are good for that. Clove, like I said, clove is good. You can have clove in your tea. Put a clove in there. Put a drop of clove. Yeah.
Raw garlic.
Garlic. Oh yes, garlic. I gave my kids. Tish brought up about walking on the earth and sitting on the playground or sitting on the ground. Well, they got pinworms, and I gave them garlic. I am not kidding you. The next day, my daughter, when she went to the bathroom, I was horrified by the amount of pinworms that were now dead that came out, because I had her, she told me she was young. She was like 5. So mommy, come in and help me. Yeah. So garlic, great.
How much
did you use garlic oil, or did you use a garlic supplement? Or
because she was little, I'm trying to think now. I think it was just a little gel cap. I mean, this was like 25 years ago. She's going to be 30. I am not that old, y'all. Next week, the 21st, she's going to be 30. This week. What am I talking about? This week. Anyway, yeah, it was the little gel caps of garlic, and I probably gave her 5, because she went to preschool, Montessori school, and I gave her probably 4 or 5, because I was like, oh, we are handling this. We're getting rid of those. And then I gave her some more when she went to bed. So the next morning, like, they were done. And then I think I would imagine that I continued to give her some for like the next however long. So yeah, that was 25 years ago.
So do you think
I've started taking a garlic supplement. I was just wondering if that would help while you're taking it.
Yes, I like the oil.
Right.
Or just even crush a garlic. But if you crush it, let it sit for a minute, because that helps to activate it. And then just put it in your mouth and swallow some water. Like, don't chew it, just swallow it,
Okay.
Yeah, chewing it.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
What were you going to say, Kimberly?
Do you think just like one garlic clove? Like,
probably for a little one. Yeah.
Because my kid will eat like straight raw garlic and raw onions, and she just doesn't. She's like, oh, that's good. Let me have some more.
Yeah. Yeah. So. My grandson, 2 years old, he saw an onion and he wanted to have some. And I'm like, okay, here you go. He bit into it like it was an apple and ate, I don't even know how much, but quite a bit. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this little guy.
Yeah, that's how my daughter is. She'll eat raw onions, raw garlic. She loves kombucha, and I make the Trim Healthy Mama Good Girl Moonshine.
Oh yeah.
She loves that. Like, and I'm just like, you're such a weirdo. She loves sauerkraut.
He knows what's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just funny to me.
Have you all ever heard of fermented garlic?
Yes.
Yes, that's good. Or, Tish brought up spicy. I chase it with honey, putting garlic in honey. So good.
I think if you're gonna
pickled garlic, would that be just as good, or is that just a little too sugary and too?
For me, it would be too sugary because I'm trying to eliminate.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimberly, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, excuse me. Now, if you're doing the raw garlic, you should take a probiotic with it, right? Like if you're, okay, so like I'm someone who's prone to yeast infections if I'm on antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
So will garlic have the same sort of effect?
What do y'all think? Trish, I want to hear from you. Tish. Charlie.
Because I know it's like a natural antibiotic.
It is.
Ask the question again.
I was saying now, if you're prone to getting yeast infections when on antibiotics, would garlic cause the same sort of reaction?
Like garlic building up yeast in your system? Is that what you're asking?
Well, no. Well, if you're eating raw garlic, kind of like as an antibiotic, for medicinal purposes, would it cause the same kind of reaction as if you're taking antibiotics?
I would not think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know if you saw me shaking my head because it's a food.
Yeah, I think the antibiotics cause those issues because it's also killing the good stuff in our colon.
Mm-hmm. Now, would it be helpful to add a probiotic? Sure, because we eat cooked food all the time.
Yeah, I take one anyway.
Yeah, I would do that.
I take the I can't think of the name of it, the doTERRA one.
PB. Yeah, because that's the time release, which is really good. I like that. And so back when 10 years ago when I started with doTERRA, I had always questioned the probiotics that you buy in the store because they keep them in the refrigerator, right? They're supposed to because they're supposed to be cold. But then I started making my own yogurt. And I'm like, okay, the yogurt packet does not have to be refrigerated, but yet it's good probiotics. So I don't understand this. Well, if it's a good probiotic, and when I say good, I mean from within the earth, apparently it does not have to be kept cold, because I thought, well, what if the truck gets stuck and it's not cold, or if it's left out and it's not put in the refrigerator, what about the fluctuation in temperature? So I did a lot of research long time ago, 10 years ago plus, about this, and I was like, wait a minute. So if it's a really good probiotic, and our probiotic is, from my understanding, if you all know who Jordan Rubin is, the Maker's Diet, he, because of his Crohn's, had to find something that was really good for him. And so he figured out what probiotic was really good, and that's the same as what our doTERRA is. I don't know. That's what I had researched and found. So I'm sticking to it. Yeah. So anyway, love that because it is a time release capsule, goes into the stomach and then into the intestines where it is needed.
Well, it helped me. I was on, because in the beginning of last month, I was on heavy antibiotics for, because I had to have that little surgery or whatever you want to call it. So I had like heavy antibiotics in the hospital, and then, I was on antibiotics for 10 days afterwards. So, it really helped me, not have to take anything else.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, ladies. We'll take a couple more questions if there are any. If not, we will get going. Yes. Kefir, also good. Water kefir is good too. Have you all ever had that?
I have some water kefir grains in my refrigerator, but I don't buy sugar, so I always forget. And like, I don't know if they're still good because they've been sitting in my refrigerator since the spring.
You'd have to just try it out. Yeah, I don't know. I know. So I've gone back and forth between making kombucha and water kefir. Water kefir to me is a little easier. I don't know. They're just different, but I like them both.
We make the kefir. I wanted to, start making it, and then like my husband made it with me the first time, and he like took over the process. It's like his favorite thing to do now.
So I love it.
So we make it with, we get raw milk from a local farmer.
Yep. And we just, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just saying he like separates the cream, and I don't know, he really enjoys the process.
I love it. Oh, if I could get my husband to do that, that'd be great. Because we do get raw milk, and it's so funny because he's been trying to figure out what is causing him phlegm and coughing. I don't like to say things are hereditary, but his dad does have a lot of that. But my husband is like night and day compared to his dad in a good way. Yeah. His dad's great, but sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah. But because my husband and I, we've been married 35 years, like he eats the way, he's on the health side too. So he cut out cream and cut out a lot of dairy, and it has helped a lot. And I think doing that actually is going to be a greater benefit. But today he's like, I think I want to start having cream in my coffee again because he misses it so bad. And I'm like, well, that's good. We get raw milk. We get some tomorrow. So, or wait, no, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I'll have him strain off, the top and get that cream, and then we can have that. And yeah, because I only drink coffee on Shabbat, so he gets it all the week. But yeah.
My husband, he brought out the cream. He's like, how much butter do you think this will make? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, we can make butter and cheese and he's listing all these things. I was like, okay, honey, let's do it. And he's like, we'll have to buy 3-4 gallons. He's like, but it'll save us money because then we won't have to buy this or this or this. I'm like, whatever you want to do.
Well, and tell him, say, how old is your little ones?
She's 3, almost 4.
3. Yeah. So when I would sit and read to the kids, we actually put cream in a mason jar and they would have to shake it while I would read, and that would make butter because it separates the whey from the cream.
So we've tried that with her, but she won't shake it because she wants to drink the milk.
Oh, well, there's that.
Yeah. And
it's
then,
so good.
Yeah. And then she'll sit there and say, I want the milk. But I'm like, you got to shake it to make butter. No, I want milk. Or she calls it milk.
Milk. Oh, how cute. How cute. All right. Well, we are all done. So yeah, I just saw somebody new come in. How do you pronounce your name? Because I know
Tanisha.
Tanisha. I love it. Yeah. Beautiful name.
Thank you. Well, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I just saw the email and I'm like, oh wow, there's something going on right now.
Yeah, and we're actually all done.
Oh, okay.
But you can go back and catch the replay, okay?
Okay, sure.
It'll be up probably tomorrow, and you can catch the replay and yeah. Send me any thoughts. Jot my number down. It's right there at my name. And once you listen to the replay, we've got some things that are starting later in the month or later in the week. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies. Well, we are done here. Misty, you've been very quiet. How's your voice?
It's a little better.
Oh, yes, it's a little better.
Yeah, just a little bit. At least my dog can hear me now.
Oh, Oh, sweetheart. Goodness. Yeah.
It's okay though. I'm using my oils and I am killing it. So I'm on the upward climb.
Good. Yeah. So ginger and grapefruit and Melissa would be really good for what you got going on, and soothing to your throat too.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to drink some hot tea here in a little bit.
Yeah. And clove if you have clove. Because that's kind of for your throat. If your throat is having any little stuff going on, it can soothe it, you know.
Oh, I'm so on it. I'm going to do it right now.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, ladies. Well, until next month. Oh, my office hours are, let me see, before we go, I have them written down. The next office hours, if you'd like to join me, are on January. In January, let me find it real quick. Sorry. There we go. R. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, if I could find where I sent it. I sent it to Crystal so that she would know. There we go. But I'm not finding it. Anyway, check your band. It's in band, but yeah. And I'll send out a little announcement too beforehand. So anyway, I love you all. Thank you all for joining.
It's the 24th
of this month?
January.
January. Okay. Thank you. I knew it was January something.
At noon EST, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Eastern. Okay, good. So
it's funny. It was the first one I clicked on. So like, whoa.
Oh, cool. Good. Yeah. So that's office hours. I think we're going to have a the 18th. When is our next class? January. We might meet
22nd.
Yeah. So I'll see you on the 22nd and then the 24th. All right, ladies. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your Hanukkah. First night of Hanukkah tonight. Everybody excited? Yay!
My daughter is
happy
so
Hanukkah.
Excited.
Happy Hanukkah. Aww.
Our congregation is doing a Hanukkah party.
Tonight?
Yep.
Oh, fun. We're going to have our kids over on Friday for Shabbat and Hanukkah. And I love to do fondue. I think we talked about it last month. But my husband bought a roast prime rib something because Publix has them on sale for like $5 a pound. So he bought one of those and he's like, I said, well, we're still doing fondue, but we'll do like chocolate fondue and cheese fondue. So I'm going to need this cleanse, y'all.
But they're having a lighting ceremony where I'm living at.
Oh, where are you at?
I'm in Stockton, California.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so they're lighting the menorah about 4:30 in the afternoon. So me and the baby are gonna go.